Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
E-Class Consulting. It's owned and operated by Carice, providing tools, training, and resources that are sure to make you and your business even more successful. We are staffed with a marketing, credit, tax, and a real estate consultant. E-Class Consulting also provides a temporary admin service called E-Class Admins. Want to book an appointment with E-Class Consulting? Call 702-518-3002 or email book@eclassconsulting.com. E-Class Consulting, navigating you to greatness.
How y'all doing? Welcome back. It's another beautiful Wednesday, and I'm here kicking it with y'all loud and clear. I hope y'all missed me. I kind of missed y'all. Today will be, maybe about half the show it normally is. I got a staff meeting that I got to get to after this at work, supervisor business, all that good stuff. Got to do some things, take care of some stuff, and move things around. Anyway, we'll see how that goes when I get there. Anyway, it is September. Oh, man, I haven't really spoken to y'all in a couple weeks. Let me actually give y'all a update on everything. We did celebrate my brother's birthday. It was a pretty cool day. His birthday was the 3rd of September, which was 10 days ago from today, about a week and a half ago. Last week, I messed up and was trying to pick up some hours, man, and I just I forgot about my shift. I forgot that I picked up that morning shift and I wasn't off in time. So that was my mistake, and I apologize to y'all for that issue because I wanted to be here last week as well to talk about that and what was going on that week. But it was pretty cool. It was a great little week. We went in. I had to go to work later that day, but we went in, got up, made a cake and stuff with the kiddos, sang happy birthday to him, and went and released some balloons from where he passed away at. It was a pretty cool weekend. The very next day we did a little barbecue. I made some barbecue beef ribs. I know I don't do the pork. I haven't ate pork in about 7 years now. Actually, what are we in? 2018. Yeah, about 7 years now I haven't touched pork. So do a lot of beef. So I made some baked beans, vegetarian baked beans with turkey. They didn't think they was gonna like it with the turkey meat, but I tell them it's all about the chef. So kisses to me because I just do my thing. Hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, cornbread. I got in the kitchen and I tore it up, man. I did a great job. It was delicious. It was fire, One thing I can say is I can definitely cook. I can definitely at least throw down there. I'm happy to say that I ain't got to worry about need nobody to teach me or show me how. Whether it's on the grill or on the stove, I can throw down. So I'm happy about that. Also, within that last week, my son started bringing homework home, so it was pretty cool to be, I've been waiting my entire life to be able to help my children with homework. I've been waiting to do, being a father was the best thing, coming. I've always wanted to be a dad. I've always wanted to be the father figure, and it's great that I am one now because everything I've ever dreamed of doing, with my father, I'm able to do with my kids, and it transcends so well as it goes down to it. So it's like I never even missed it. All of those childhood memories I missed out on, I'm recreating with my kids, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Homework, I say, is because people get to see a different side of me. They know I'm very disciplined and stern, but they never got the chance to see, with homework and kids, I'm very patient when it comes to the kids. I'm very, very patient. I know how to reword it, how to work around the struggles they have with it, because, I used to have them too. We all did. So people finally saw me actually sit down with Terrence and do some homework, and they were just shocked at how well I was able to get him to understand what was going on. I'm like, it's all about patience, If they can't figure it out one way, you got to find another. Some people are visual learners, some people are hands-on learners, so you got to find a different way to do it. But shout out to my little guy for actually, doing his thing and making improvements every day in life. All of my children, especially him and Kalila being in school, they're just doing their goddamn thing, and I appreciate it. Shout out to my little ones. But for that week, everything was great. It was all good. Of course, there's ups and downs with every week, but there was really nothing too bad in that week. But this past week, man, actually, even I guess they both tie in together. I've just been having a rough couple of weeks. I really have. Before I even talk about that, though, this past weekend, I did a birthday party for a family member. I did Spider-Man, of course. I show up, and me. Okay, so let me just give y'all a little thing about my business. Okay, it's called Choose Your Character for a reason. You either want me to be a superhero, you want me to be a minister, you want me to be a host, whatever it is, you just choose the character you need me to represent that day. So when it comes to the birthday parties with the little ones and the kids, I'm all about selling the fantasy. Okay, so when I arrived to the birthday party, you know what I mean? And I had my photographer gear, my little man bag with my regular Spider-Man backpack on, everything. I climbed over the wall and showed up. The kids saw me climbing over the wall, standing up on the wall. I dropped down and do my Spider-Man pose, and that was that. The kids saw Spider-Man. I was doing cartwheels. I was in the jumper. The entire time, all the kids know to see was Spider-Man, okay? I never took my mask off. Even with setting up my photo equipment to take pictures with everyone, I didn't take mask off, nothing. I'm all about actually selling the fantasy. So whether I'm there for an hour or 2 hours, that mask will not come off. It just won't. So, it gives the idea to let them know, wherever the case may be, I had Spider-Man at my birthday party. All the kids were so happy, so amazed. They beat me up, took me to jail a couple of times. They tried to take my mask off, I don't know how many times, but it was pretty fun. It was pretty cool to do. But the birthday party was so fun. And as I left, I did the same thing leaving. I packed up all my gear. I said bye to all the kids, bye to the birthday boy. And I hopped back over the wall and jumped off and left again. I sell the fantasy of who I am and what I'm being in that time. I just want to say that it was a pretty great party. I had to go back to work. I went to work, left work to go do the party, and then went back to work again. I'm all about my money, so I gotta make ends meet. And I got 4 kids, so I definitely got to make sure I take care of them. And I must say, it was pretty cool. But it taught me to really, really be. I need to stay hydrated, man. I was there for a couple hours, and those kids, man, they had me. The next day, my body was sore. It was really sore. And I guess it was because with these ones, with the kids at the birthday party this past weekend, they were all interactive, not just the birthday kid. Everybody wanted to play. Everybody wanted to flip. Everybody wanted to do something or beat me up. Whatever the case may have been, it was just nice. It was pretty fun. I hope everyone enjoyed me there. They did tell me on my way out that I earned every single dollar, that I charge. And I do, and that's the point of it. That's why I wanted to let me know. I'm like, it's not that you come in for a price. You're getting the whole package deal. You're actually getting the real deal. You know what I mean? I even bring the web shooters and give it to the kids. So the birthday boy have those before I leave. He's got his own web shooters now. It's pretty, I do the whole little rundown. So believe it or not, part of the money that they pay, I put towards, bringing something for the birthday kid himself. So I'm not finna, or birthday child themselves, just to be safe. Or just to put that out there. It's always fun. But yeah, that was pretty much it. That was pretty cool. It was pretty exciting. It was a highlight of my week for the most part. Other than that, I have definitely had a rough couple of weeks. And I don't really understand where to really turn, what direction to go in right now, and that's a part of the journey. That's a part of always trying to heal, the part of always working on yourself. It's a part of life when things get too heavy, you kind of be stuck at a standstill, and you're just not sure where to turn or who to turn to. And in these last couple of weeks, this last month, honestly, has just shown me that I feel like, it's crazy to say this, but I only have my children to turn to, It's like the people that I thought were in my corner have shown me that they are just on the opposing team. And no matter how many times I let them back in my corner, they continue to show me that they plan for the other team. So that's part of it, life is just hitting it with that. As far as everything else as being a father, that I'm struggling with finding the boundaries of co-parenting and just not being an asshole. Me and my kids' mom have never had any major issues when it came to co-parenting, and I'm trying to keep it that way, And I guess it's just that some things that have been happening recently and going on, it's making me a lot more aggressive and angry with her. Um, and I just I try to do my best not to, how do I say this, respond in an aggressive manner or to be mean. And sometimes, I know I can't help it sometimes. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it should happen, but I am saying that it's happening for a reason, right? I hate that people talk about my reaction to everything, but don't want to talk about what caused it, and I think that's unfair to me. It's very selfish and unfair to me. So lately, one of the things with that is I'm trying to find a way to not let the personal differences get in the way. Lately, the easiest way I find that is just not talk about it. You know what I mean? Don't bring it up. Don't think about it. Don't talk about it. Don't let it bother me to my core. When things happen that I don't like, I don't care to voice myself anymore. It causes too many issues rather than fixing the actual problem. So I'm learning to also allow the other parent to parent the way they want, without me getting in the way. And it doesn't matter how many times I'm asked to help out, it's just not going to happen anymore, because there's only so many lines or boundaries you can cross before you just say fuck it and you become the demon, you become the bad guy, the bad person. I don't want to let that happen. I don't want to let personal differences come in the way of us co-parenting, because I know we do very well with it. I know we do very well with co-parenting with each other. So in the meantime, I just let it go, right? It is what it is. It's not that deep on a level to ruin one side of the farm just because the other side is pretty shitty. Maybe try cleaning that side up, see if that works. Who knows? It is what it is. All in all, as far as just being a person, being a dad, being a friend, just being a good man, I'm over it. I'm over it, man. I don't really know what to do anymore. I've been feeling very unmotivated and discouraged. Not the same. They're one and the same pretty much. But I've been very lost. And I am doing my best to find my way. I just wouldn't be honest with y'all if I didn't come and share the truth about, how things are going right now in life. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they're not so great. This is one of the not so great moments. The reason why I'm so against really talking to people around me anymore is because the other day I wouldn't say I heard. There was a conversation, and it pretty much implied that when you're dealing with close friends and family and they're going through a lot, whether it's anxiety, depression, stress, mental issues, they feel like we're more of a burden to them than an actual, benefit. And you're right, sometimes it could be a burden. Sometimes it could be heavier than it is, but I'm coming to you because I feel like me coming to you is easier than you coming to a funeral, or you coming to terms with the fact that I hurt myself trying to do something stupid, whatever the case may be. And I'm just speaking in general for people that go through things. I don't think hearing the fact that we could be a burden makes us want to open up and really talk. I hear that and it makes me want to shut up. Get back on the phone and schedule my next therapy appointment. That's the next best option that I have. And don't get me wrong, therapy's always there, and therapy helps, but therapy doesn't fix the entire thing. Therapy helps you dissect the issue and dissect the problem, but it's up to you to really take those steps to move past it, to get through it, not let it really affect you, not let it really bother you, which it will anyway. It's not really, let me reword that. It's not really not let it affect you or bother you. Sorry, can't even talk. But more so of how you approach it when it does, the way you act, the way you operate. It's crazy, Me personally, I'm tired of being a burden to people. I don't want to be a burden to anyone. So I feel like I'm going back in my shell. I feel like I'm going back to autopilot mode where it's like I'm at work. Well, I've been in that mode. I go to work, I go home, I wake up, I go back to work. I go, you know, it's a cycle. It's all I do. It's all I've been doing. And I think the biggest thing is I have a huge problem with letting go. I have a hard time letting go. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I don't know where it comes from, where it stems from, why it's there. But I'm like a messy perfectionist. Like I wanted to I plan things out in my mind. I have these goals and plans on how things should work and how things should go. Okay? And when I'm doing the best I can to make things play out the way they should, I don't need any interference. And lately it's like people in my life are just causing all kind of interference, all kind of problems, all kind of issues. And it's always been best when I've stayed to myself. I'm not saying I just want to say fuck everybody, but I do want to say, hey, how you doing? You know what I mean? To myself. And sometimes I want to just sit down in a dark room and just, you know, let it all out. But it's not really possible. But with everything going on, when I have these conversations with people, it's a good thing that I have a few friends that they just say the right things at the right time. One friend reminded me yesterday, they said, you know, we were having a conversation and small victories is what came up. The small victories, you know, that's what really makes it worth it. You know, we all have goals, and the plan that we have is to reach that goal. But in that plan, we hit small victories throughout the way to show progress. We go up, we go up, we go forward. I have been feeling like that. I get a small victory and then I get knocked 10 steps back. I figure out a game plan for something and something else just throws it completely out into the trash. I don't know. I feel I don't want to say it like this, but I think this is the only way I know how to say it. I feel the toxic side of me just boiling, you know? I don't like being toxic anymore, though. So I'm doing everything in me to keep it away, to deal with it, to let it settle, to let bygones be bygones. I'm just doing the best that I can to not go back into such a toxic lifestyle. Everything is so much easier when I act like that, when I do what I want. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't try to protect nobody's feelings. I just worry about me, and it is what it is. Like, life is so much easier. But I'm tired of handling life that way. I'm tired of when things get too heavy for me, because life is real heavy right now. And I'm tired of when things get too heavy for me, instead of me actually just, you know, trying to really deal with it. Or not, I'm sorry, instead of me actually just saying fuck it and being toxic about it and going about it the wrong ways. The right way for me, wrong ways for everybody else. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to keep pushing people away that I care about, all because I know I can be a better asshole than I can be a better caring individual. Trust me, I would love to. I would love to be an asshole. I would love to be the bad guy. I would love to just go out there and do everything everyone thinks I'm doing. I would love to. But I'm not. My life is very simple. I try to take care of my kids. I go to work, and I try to provide a stable home, or tried to provide a stable home. That wasn't enough, you know. I failed at almost everything I tried to do, as far as family-wise. My immediate family, my family I came from, that relationship is severed because it's just not going to work out. You know, the family I try to create, you know, me and my kids will always have a bond and always have a relationship, but, you know, they don't get to grow up in a two-parent household. The life I try to create, you know, it just keeps changing at every single angle. It's like, I think I'm going about it this way, and then boom, life opens up another opportunity that I should take. And it's crazy. It is really, really crazy. A lot of thought has really been into the fact that I'm just over Vegas. There's nothing but a lot of bad memories, and it's not home anymore, you know? It doesn't really feel like home anymore. Now it feels more so of just a place of, I don't know, bad decisions. Feels like a place of bad decisions, and I just can't really get over it. But I have to deal with it in my own way, in my own shape or form. And it is what it is. The one thing that keeps me here is the fact that my children are here, and I don't want to do to them what was done to me. I don't want to be a magician. I don't want to be a father that has a magic act that disappears. I want to be here for every step of the way and be around. And I know that I will not be able to take any children with me, and I'm not even going to argue about it or try to force it. So why even bother, right? But I'm at a standstill right now. I am at a complete loss of fucking everything. Words, motivation, inspiration, and I'm gonna get it back. It's gonna come back. It's gonna be there. But I just want to voice and express how I'm feeling. You know, I have to get it out somewhere, somehow, other than my therapist's office, because, you know, the way we talk, we more so focus on finding a resolution than just, you know, repeatedly talking about the issue. So we'll get that. We'll get that sooner or later. I'll get the what am I looking for? I'll get the motivation I need. I know right now it's tough and it's hard, but I'll come back and I'll bounce back from it. You know, I'm not going to say that I won't. I am drained, but I'm doing my best. You know, I don't want to say I'm giving up on anything in life, because as you know me, the last thing I want to do, or last thing I want you to believe, is that I'm giving up on anything in life. What I am doing is just trying to move one foot in front of the other when I have no motivation to do so. I just want to keep going, keep moving, keep accelerating. It may be, you know, one of those things I struggle with now, but I've been through worse. I've been through hell and back. I've been through the fires. I've been through the trenches. I've been through whatever you want to call it, man. I've been through it all, just to sit up here and just say, it is what it is, right? At the end of the day. I normally, you know, when pain, I normally say pain is life's greatest teacher. Well, I still think it is, you know, and normally whenever there's a lot of pain going on or around, I normally use it as fuel for motivation. You know, I use it as fuel to keep myself going, because I feel like pain will just teach you the right things in the hard way, how it is. But lately I feel like the pain is so tough and so heavy that I can't really move to even do anything with it. You know, I can't really focus the energy I want to focus and where I need to focus it to. All I can really do is just, I don't know. Keep saying that. I don't know. And it's all I really am thinking is that it's just, I don't know. And I feel the willpower I have to stay calm is like dwindling away. It's like it's just not going to be there anymore. I feel like sooner or later, that person I locked up, you know, years ago when I said I was done being that person, is just like, hey, it looks like you need me again. It looks like I need to come back out. You know, it looks like it's my turn. You know, you've had your share. You've had your time. And part of me is just wanting to take the key, unlock the door, and say, have at it. But the better part of me is saying, don't let yourself backtrack. You know, you've come too far. You've done too much to go back to a place that you've worked so hard to get out of. Man, but how easy would it really be to just, you know, how easy would it really be? Too easy. But it's not me no more. I don't find fun in it. I don't find anything that'll be satisfying. At this point, I would only be doing it just to simply protect my feelings. That's the only benefit that I would have from it. I might hurt a lot of people, you know. I might piss off a lot of people. I might irritate a lot of people. I might even make people hate me. I don't even say the word, but it'll happen. It'll happen. Because I'm really tired. I'm really tired of feeling that way. So I'm doing my best to avoid it and stay away from it. But it's just, again, life is pretty heavy right now, man. Life is really life, and it's one roadblock after another. Granted, I get it, success is not a straightforward road. There's roadblock after roadblock after roadblock, but man, I'm trying. I am doing my fucking best. And I just felt myself giving up. I never thought I'd hear myself say that I feel myself giving up. Damn, I gotta work on that, because that's not cool. That's not good. That's not good at all. I know I'm feeling lost. I know I'm feeling down, but I can't be feeling like that. That right there is just not cool. But this is my way of saying that I may not be, how do I say it? I may not be exactly where I want to be mentally right now. I may be a little lost. I may be out of train of thought. I may be a little anxious. But it's all part of the process, whether it's grieving, whether it's depression, anxiety. I'm trying to use my anxiety as a tool to get the job done. But, it's hard to do that when so much is going on. You feel pressure from all sides, no matter where you at, where you turn. And even though my kids are there, they can remind me that I can smile, but that support I wanted in my corner, sometimes you learn the hard way that, life is rough and life is tough. Sometimes the only motherfucker in your corner is you, unfortunately. But one thing I've always learned about me is I can always count on me. You know what? I can always count on me. I can always do what's best. I think I had a little epiphany right there. Sorry about that, guy. Well, not sorry, but I'm glad y'all was able to see that. I'm gonna be all right. You know what I mean? And right now, it may not seem like I got much to say about it, but it's just because I don't want to say too much and give the wrong idea. It's like they always say, or like people say, the truth hurts sometimes. You know what I mean? But with me, honestly, if you don't want the truth, don't ask me. If you want something sugar coated, you need to go eat a donut. You need to go eat some candy, because I'm not the one to sit up there and sugarcoat it for you. And this is just this is a reference to people in general in my life. Okay, I'm tired of hearing this about the fact they say, "Oh, you left me, you turned your back on me, you walked away from me." That's not true. Me personally, if I walked away from you, if I had to turn my back on you or I left you alone, it's simply because I did it for my peace, for my sanity. It's just for the fact is I probably can't trust you anymore. So you being a person I can't trust, I have to stay away from. As simple as that. I'm not. It's not because there's this other friend that's treating me like a better friend than you. I'm not leaving you because of that, because they're treating me like a friend, but I'm giving you the option to still do it. Or a spouse, or whatever the case may be. I'm leaving for my sanity. Even when it comes to certain jobs, I wouldn't leave a job because I found a better job. I'm at the job I'm at now, and I've been offered better jobs more than once on one occasion, and I didn't take it, because it's not about the fact that I wanted the new job. I was good where I'm at. The way I was treated there was great. The way that they operate is great. The way that they talk to me is amazing. So of course, if you come and offer me a better job, you have to offer me as much peace as that job brought me. If you're a friend, you got to offer me as much peace as the next friend offers me. You have to offer me as a partner as much peace as, I can offer me. In general, anyone has to match the peace that I can offer myself. And if you can't, you just have to go. So when you say I walked away, or I left, or I'm not a good friend, or I'm not a good person, no, that's not the case. I was being a good person. I was being a good friend, or whatever the case may be. But I got tired of being treated, how people want to treat me. Long story short. So it's not against anybody, but it is personal. I do it to protect myself. I can be an asshole. I can literally sit up there and I can be the demon you all want me to be. I could, but when have I ever let you all decide what I should do? I let you in on what's going on. I let you in on how I'm getting through it, what I'm working on. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and let you tell me how I should operate. I take advice sometimes. I listen to hear because sometimes people have been in predicaments before me or longer than me and they know better, you know. So I'll take advice, but I'm not finna sit here and let people, you know, tell me how to do things, you know. Remember, like, even this pain will teach me one of the most valuable lessons I've ever learned, you know. No matter how heavy it is, I'm still gonna wear it with a smile. Because that's just me. That's just the kind of person I am. Pain is, man, it is appreciated, but it is also heavy. Heavy. But, you know, it is what it is. I had one more thing to talk to y'all about before I left today. But no, I don't want to talk about that. I'm going to let that one go. Anyways, furthermore, just so we can, shout out to my kids again. Those little guys, best thing I got going on in life. And without them, I probably would have been given up. But, you know, they're also another piece of motivation that helped me. So, shout out to my little squad. Everybody says, "Are you done?" I want one more child. I really do. And then I'm confident that I'll be done. But I don't know what it is where it's just like 5 is that number for me. 5 is just like the have to have number. I don't know what it is, but it's crazy. Anyway, like I say, it has been a very, very rough week or two. I am doing my best to get through it, you know, yes. And again, therapy is great, but it's only there to help me recognize the issue. I've got to figure out how to get through it and work through it. But, and I will. Hopefully it's not to the point where I go working myself like a slave again. And I kind of learn how to do it in a healthy way, not another toxic way to my body, because I got to stop overworking myself. But I will figure it out. And I guarantee you, next week, I'll have some sort of game plan in motion. I guarantee it. So unfortunately, today I do have to wrap up for you. I do have a meeting to get to at work here today, which is very important to our team. Normally, I just show up a little late and call it a day, but, you know, from what I was told on this meeting today, it's very important I be there on time. So I'm going to do just that and not be there on CPT, Color People time. I'll be there on my time. But I will catch y'all again next week to give you another life update, and we'll talk more about, you know, mental health and things we can do to actually benefit from them. Again, I just want to say peace, love, and hair grease. Before I forget, don't forget to follow me on the socials. Juss Quanni 23 is TikTok. Twitter is Juss Quanni or Quanni702. Instagram is also Juss Quanni or Choose Your Character. Facebook is Marquan Thomas or Choose Your Character or Quan Facebook Jail Thomas, because you know me. Most of the time, I'm always in Facebook jail because I just don't know how to act. But, you know, one thing, hey, they let me start making money again with Facebook now. They've lifted that restriction. So you guys will see a lot more fuckery on Facebook again because they finally lifted my restriction and I can actually make money again. So I'm pretty happy about that. Pretty happy about that. Don't forget to follow all the networks. Hit me up if you need anything. Also, there's an event for September 23rd. I'll tell you guys more about it next week. That's going on with the American Cancer Society. I ran into, I want to say her name is Michelle is her name. We were talking about it and getting that out there. So next week we might have a guest from her actual fundraiser or, you know, thing going on. And we will have someone on the show probably to talk more about it with me so we can give you more insight. But definitely keep that updated for you. I will try my best to put it on the Facebook page if they have one so that you guys do know. But I do have a flyer at home, so I can at least post that flyer so you know what I'm talking about and what's going on. Other than that, I will catch y'all again next week. Peace, love, and hair grease. Y'all stay up and keep moving forward.